the Arran Malt 12-year-old Cask Strength Single Malt and Machrie Moor Cask Strength Batch 2, both from the Isle of Arran distillers on the Isle of Arran. Are these whiskeys you should be checking out? Stay tuned for the Whiskey Whistle. Hello all my whiskey curious friends, welcome to Whiskey Whistle, your wise choice in independent whiskey and spirits reviews. I'm the host of the show, Mark, and this is review number 278, I think. We're looking at the Isle of Arran, two different varieties, two different expressions. These are both cask strength. One is the regular Arran Malt 12-year-old cask strength, and the other is the batch 2 of Machrie Moor. Self-sample. You can check out my bottle way back in Pete and Pajamas, which is on my channel sometime, I don't know, in January or maybe even December of last year. All right, so we're going to get these two poured. The Arran Malt 12-year-old cask strength. This is batch number 6, 52.4%, 700 milliliter bottle. Get that open, get it poured. I really like this, by the way. Oh, it's nice. Just a little bit. There we are. And Machrie Moor. Peaty. Oh, I can never open these. Oh, man. Oh, there. Got it. Oh. I think from the travel and the, elevation, air pressure, etc. Oh, ouch. Things got tighter. Okay, let's get that poured. We'll do about a third. That's enough. That's a lot of whiskey, actually. Fairly similar in color. The 12-year-old is a little bit darker. Let me show that to you in a minute. See if I can do both at once. Now, if you tried any of these, either of these, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me what you think. All right, so let's check out, get my finger out of the way. There we go. All right, color. Whew, I did it. All right, so what do you see there for color? To me, it looks like that 12-year-old is kind of like a standard lemony yellow light, kind of a weedy hue. Meanwhile, the Machrie Moor is very light, like diluted lemonade, maybe even very, very light straw color. Both of these are natural in color, unchill filtered, cask strength, and that's about all you can ask. What's next? Single barrel, maybe still strength. That's the limit, right? Anyway, so we'll get those two checked out. I'm really sorry about that. I'm not going to cut that out. We're going to carry on. I'm not going to be editing because I don't have time for that right now. All right, so let's start with the 12-year-old. First of all, the legs. Let's check these legs out. Should have pretty nice legs. 52.4%. Kind of, what can I say? Kind of light for a cask strength, but 12 years old, and perhaps they put it in at 60 or 62. Okay, here we go. Very slow legs. Oh yeah, look at those right there. Wow, wow, wow. That really hangs on the lip there, doesn't it? Interesting show. And according to my tasting of this, I've done a lot of research, as you can see. Definitely very, very nice, rich mouthfeel. Okay. Should we check out the Machrie Moor? Let's do that. Get that out of the way. All right. You doing good? Hope so. All right. We're at, November 8th today, I guess. Today's Saturday. Early in the morning. Up late at night again. My bad habit. Okay, so here's Machrie Moor. And very similar, extremely similar legs. Look at that, eh? You can definitely tell that these are similar, identical spirits. Different batches, obviously. Okay, cool. Okay, so we'll start again. We'll start with the 12-year-old. We'll check out the nose, the palate, the finish. Then we'll give it a WhiskyWhistle whiskey score. And then we'll go on to Machrie Moor. I'll try to do this quickly so we can keep that nice and short for you, all right? Okay, here we go. Very fruity, but a little bit kind of tart, not tart, slightly soured fruits. And I don't mean that in a bad way at all. If you've ever had Asian pears, and once they're at their peak of ripeness, they've got a little hint of that slightly soured sweetness to it. So I'm getting a little bit of that there. A hint of apple cider vinegar. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Lots of tropical fruits here. And I'm sure some I've never tried. There's certainly some particular scents with Arran. I've only had one other Arran on the show. That was Arran 10-year-old. And blew a gasket over that whiskey. So different from other expressions. Maybe you can draw a similarity between Arran and Tobermory, according to my nose and palate. Anyway, these interesting tropical fruit scents. Maybe there's a hint of guava in there. Now that's one I have had. That's a sour, sweet type of a fruit with a beautiful color and those wonderful seeds in it. Okay, then I'm getting a hint of cinnamon and a little bit of vanilla. Definitely some ginger, sweet ginger, maybe a bit of pickled ginger. And maybe a slight floral scent in here as well. I remember smelling the 10-year-old and it gave me the impression of something like the leaves of tropical fruits and that interesting scent that they give off. All right, onto the palate then. Cheers, everybody. This is so tart. Not very astringent, slightly. Mild sweetness, but big tartness. And you might think of that as being sharp, but no, it's not sharpness. What that is a tartness. Tart apples, tart raspberries, tart kiwi, pardon me, tart mango, unripe mango. And there's a nice bit of warmth to it, 52%. Seems a little bit more like 56. Still very drinkable though at cask strength. The mouthfeel is very nicely coating. Not especially runny like really thick sherry cask older whiskeys that are high proof, high ABV. But given that it's 52%, and doesn't have a whole lot of sherry going on. Very interesting. Certainly some citrus, more like a lemonade mix, but then you cut the sugar, say, by 2/3, so you have just barely enough sugar to stop you from puckering up your lips from the tartness. Pardon me. Not cutting that out, sorry. Kind of refreshing to be able to do this, and I just, you know what, I gotta get this out. You have no idea how much time I spent editing some of the videos in the past, and I just can't do it. And well, anyway, gonna try it out, and if you don't like that, I don't know what I'll do. Might have to do something rash. Anyway, so you better let me know that you're watching, that you're caring, and that you're sticking along with WhiskyWhistle despite the burps, okay? One more little taste. Now, 12 years old. I'm going to pour a little more of that. We should let that sit for about 12 minutes before we taste it. There we go. Now, I know that the Machrie Moor is not super heavily peated. Should I do that? I think I won't. I think I'll just rely on my memory. That tartness just seems to slightly dampen and really brings about that nice, juicy, slightly tart tropical fruits. And my mouth waters. My mouth is watering when I'm thinking about this and when I'm drinking this whiskey. Very nice. Okay, so we'll add a bit of water there. Oh, the finish, I didn't talk about that. Okay, you get this nice rush of that sort of slightly ethereal feeling that I get with some whiskeys. This is here. Tart, juicy. The fruit goes quite a long time. And then just slowly trails out. So I would say that's medium to long. Tart fruits, slight sweetness. Not a lot of astringency on the finish. Medium, mild astringency. A little bit of tartness. Not a whole lot of spice there. Okay, a little bit of water in Arran. A little bit more than that. There. Okay. Let that sit for a minute. Now, I have an 18-year-old Arran. It's also a cask strength. It's known as Angel's Envy, I think. Angel's Envy, I think. Yeah, it's an Asian exclusive, a single cask, 18-year-old, from the year that they were 18 years old. Now I think they're up to maybe 22, 21, 22. Anyway, have you tried some of those older Arrans? How do they develop? Let me know. I'm not sure if I want to open that one yet. I'll hang on to it for a while. That cost me a pretty penny, I should say, from Asia. Korea, prices are crazy in Korea. Do not buy whiskey in Korea unless you go to the secondhand markets where you can find some very good deals. All right. No. Okay. With water. Just muted. Not a whole lot of changes there. Much milder scent. I prefer the scent neat than with water. Okay. Palate. Slanja. Cheers. I never say that because I'm not Scottish, I'm not Irish. I have no claim to Sláinte, but cheers. I'm Danish, so I can say skål to you. Skål. The water brings out a bit of ginger. Brings that citrus, underripe fruit tartness to the front. Very tart. And a little bit sharp with water added. Anyway, definitely prefer that neat than with water. Happens sometimes. Even the finish is just a dry monster in my mouth. All dry here. All right, that's Arran. Should I give that a score now? All right, let's do that. Okay, so the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for the Arran Malt, batch 6, 12-year-old, cask strength. Well, folks, what's that going to be? It's going to be 89 out of 100. Yes, you heard right. 89 out of 100 is the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for the Arran Malt, cask strength, 12-year-old. Yeah, delicious, very lovely. I wonder what would happen if that were, well, I guess that they've got their 14-year-old, which I've tried once a very long time ago. Don't remember what it was, well, excuse me, what it was like. Don't know why I'm have such gas tonight. Okay, on to Machrie Moor. Now, there's a similarity here. There's a nice light bit of sourness here together with that very light peat. So light peat and a light sourness. The peat is slightly earthy, slightly coastal. I would probably put that in the same group with Longro and Lecheg. Certainly milder, but no mistaking this is a peaty whiskey. It's just not a peat monster. This is this would be like a peaty gentleman, like say a polo player. This is a peaty polo player, whereas something like Lefroy would be a peaty UFC fighter. You get my point? It's elegant. I think this is still very accessible to people who don't know much about peat. It's just a little hint of smokiness, a little bit like the clothes the day after you've been to an outdoor cook-off or an outdoor barbecue, outdoor bonfire. Even better, not your clothes, but your hair. You know, the day after you go to sleep because you're too tired to have a shower, you wake up in the morning and you can still smell that little bit of bonfire smoke on your hair. Okay, now there's a bit of sweetness coming through here. And there's a grain sweetness, like slightly sweet buns, like not quite a cinnamon bun, but imagine a cinnamon bun without the cinnamon. just a little bit of sweetness. And one thing that we had as kids, this is a Danish sort of a, it's kind of like a cost-saving breakfast. You take the dark rye bread. I won't say that again. I can never say that. Yeah, that's it. So you take your dark rye bread, and you cut it up into squares. And then you warm some milk and pour the milk over the cubes in your bowl, kind of like cereal, and then sprinkle a little bit of sugar on there. Yeah, that's kind of similar. And there's something slightly minty in there too, like rye. Yeah, definitely if you're a rye lover and you want to try a peaty Scotch whiskey, this is the one for you. Cheers, let's taste it now. Ooh. Oh, wow. Talk about huge. Hits you very similarly. Similar, tart, slightly sweet, astringent. This one's a bit astringent. Heat developing mouth feel and mouth taste. The development is just very, very explosive. Let's go in that again. All it can last is about 5 seconds. There's a massive crescendo of flavor and this tartness, that smokiness, and again that slightly ethereal effect that I'm getting here coming from this. That's quite an engaging peaty whiskey. And again, that bready sweetness throughout the whiskey, astringency. Not banana skins, but mango skins, kiwi skins, citrus, mild barbecue smoke from cold briquettes and also from oak wood. And in the finish, yeah. In the palate and in the finish, there is a little bit of eau de vie, a little bit of cognac hint in there, slightly wine grapiness, dryness, tartness of the wine distilled into eau de vie. Interesting. I wonder what the casking is like for these. I should have researched that. I did not. I thought it was just bourbon. Does not say the cask. No. Right. Okay. Let's add a bit of water for Machrie Moor. By the way, I don't know why, but peaty whiskeys also do make me burp a little bit. Sorry. Okay. With a bit of water, you get some buttery bread, buttery rye bread at a campfire. And just that little bit of hint of sweetness from that bread-like scent. Okay, palate. Very similar, just a slightly truncated effect. Again, much more enjoyable neat than with water. And that happens sometimes, and it's best you learn that early on so that you don't miss your chances of trying your whiskey at its best possible presentation with neat or with a bit of water. Let's go with that one more time. However, I really like the nose with the water added. So that's definitely worth trying out. Yeah, not much else going on there. Definitely prefer the palate and the finish. Neat. All right, let's get on to the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for Machrie Moor Batch 2 Cask Strength. Well, folks, that's going to be 88 out of 100. 88? Yep, 88 out of 100. You heard right. 88 is the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for Machrie Moor Batch 2 Cask Strength. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that Arran kind of a dual review. It was fun for me, hopefully for you too. Don't forget to hit subscribe down there, like the video, leave a comment. What do you think of these? What do you think of any Arran? Have you found them? Are they available where you are? If not, we can talk about, well, Tobermory is a great one, and Lecheg, the peaty version. And hopefully I'll have more of that on the channel again soon. All right. If you'd like to do a little bit more than just subscribe to the channel, why not become a patron of WhiskyWhistle? Patreon.com/WhiskyWhistle. Yeah, that's right. And you can become 100 proof, 110 proof, or a cask strength supporter with varying benefits. All of them share early viewing of the reviews, periodical, mostly monthly newsletters, and some other little specials that come for you, okay? So check that out. Take care, everybody. I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye. Thanks for watching WhiskyWhistle. Be sure to subscribe, and don't forget to give this video a like, and leave a comment down below. Be sure to stay tuned next time to join me, the host of the show, Mark, as I explore more whiskeys with you. Take care now, and we'll see you next time.